Ralph, aside from the win, what was your favorite part about tonight's game?
Just having a game in the KeyBank Center. That was my favorite part. I walked in here looking at an empty building in May, and now the journey has begun here at home. I thought, the atmosphere was good for a game like tonight, having Toronto, and the best part of it was to just experience it and to feel the building, and of course, very, very nice to get a win here.
What did you think about the building?
It's an excellent building. I feel you can really feel the fans. I know when we have a full house, we're gonna get this place rocking, and it's excellent atmosphere. I love working in the building. You can feel the spirit already.
First game in a while that Marcus Johansson's played center. How'd you feel like he handled it?
I thought Marcus did a really good job there. It's a test for us to see, what level we'll get out of him. And I thought when you think not only his first game, but then in a position he hasn't played in with players he's never played in a system he hasn't played in, I thought he did a really good job.
How did you feel about your guys playing second night in a row here, making a case?
Yeah.
Stand out?
Yeah, I thought you could see it was difficult for the ones that played last night. It was a quick turnover, and they had a little trouble finding their legs. But I thought we as a group had trouble finding our legs in the first period. We didn't play the game we wanted to play, and maybe it was just having the first home game, wanting to get a W here against Toronto. But we found our game, as did the players from last night. I thought in the second we were more on our toes. The goal in the second was against the flow of the game, and we lost our way a bit. But I liked the way we fought our way through in the third, and those players also played a big part in that.
Ristolainen obviously has the big hit at the end of the game. You sense that was kind of a sign he got a little better and a little more comfortable as the game went on, getting some of the rough stuff.
Yeah, Risto, had some aches and pains at the beginning of camp. They're all gone. He's feeling healthy, and it was good to see him in action. And he's definitely a huge presence for us out there tonight. And it's good to have him on board in every single way.
Beyond the shot, what has Victor Olofsson shown you?
Well, Victor is just permanently dangerous, and he's a shooter, which we saw twice today. I mean, really, in practice, we've been watching it. We've seen it in the other games already. He's a threat all the time, and just throwing him out there with Jack and Sam was a bit of a gut feel, and it works out. But he's an exciting tool in our box.
How big a day is tomorrow for you and the staff now? Another milestone forming this roster.
Yeah, I mean, tonight's going to be a big night. We've had 10 unbelievable days of intensity here, and within the next 24 hours, we're going to be making some big moves. Rochester's camp starts on Monday. They got games starting Thursday, and we need to make the split. It's been a real pleasure to have this whole group here. Everybody's been on board. We've worked really hard, and the players that'll be going down to Rochester have helped to push the players that'll remain here to really work for their spots and for their place. Both our groups have had such a high level of training. I've been really pleased with that. So we're going to have two good hockey clubs here.
Ralph, how clear are these decisions that need to be made? How clear are they in your mind right now, or are they not?
I think in every group. I mean, in my national team life, we were doing this permanently, and it's the same kind of thing here, where you have you kind of have a group of 15, and then between 15 and 30, it depends on the way you want your group to look, the way you want your team to look. What are the characteristics that you need to fill the holes? And sometimes people might not understand why the final few players maybe next week are going to go down and the ones that are staying here. And I think that it's about building a team with all the different components that we need to be able to kill penalties, score goals, play up against top lines of other teams in both directions, and also have the grit on a regular basis that you need to compete in the National Hockey League. So there's a lot of things we're looking at right now to get the right numbers together. I'll be, Jason and I will be speaking the next 24 hours and speaking then with a lot of players. But the players that do go down stronger, go down better, and they're going to continue to push to come here to get some games this year.
Did you
You like Johansson at center, and would you like to see more of it?
I believe we will be looking at another game of that, and it gives us an exciting option to put the lineup in a different color. I think we all know that the depth through the center helps us, and we're leaning towards giving him another look that way.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, and have a good Sunday. Go Bills!